Hello everyone, it's Trapple here, and today I'm going to be fighting the new endgame in Zenless Zone Zero, which is Threshold Simulation. Now I did a normal mode of camera and this intro or whatever, but it's just yapping. Basically, it seems to be a 4 to maybe even 5 team endgame, so this is very interesting. I already built teams here and I forgot to record, so yeah. Basically, for example, for this, it's this as the major boss, which is time limited and you get score similar to Deadly Assault. Then there is some other ones, for example this required, they have a timer there, basically kill this boss in time, and this has just, hey, if your agents don't die you get S tier. So obviously this is free because I never die. So we're gonna be trying this out. There's gonna be a lot of battling if this has 4 fights and there's 4 different battles, so I will be cutting it to the end of each one and giving my thoughts. So see you there. Let's start with Nekomata here. C6 Nekomata versus a boss with no timer is gonna go crazy. But yeah, this seems to be about done here. So yeah, this is just pretty easy. Boss doesn't have too much health. I assume he hits hard, and I probably should get hit to see how hard it is, but I don't need to. There's Hugo, first side of the first side, I guess. Yeah, I think this guy had Misma, but never had time to use it. I think I just kill you before that, but maybe he did not have the Mismic shield, and I was just waiting for it, but nothing happened. But there it is. Miyabi clears a fodder foe. Let's move on to the next one. Yep, there is Evelyn's clear. Pretty easy again. Actually, to be fair, only like 50 seconds left. If this is the first level, it could actually get pretty hard, assuming they scale on, difficulty. There we go. Let's move on to the finale, which is the Marionette one. We'll get one more stun rotation here. Remember guys, always start your chain attack with Nicole, because it does give the damage bar for the entirety of it, and if you finish it with Nicole, you also get it at the end of it. It's easily the best thing. Always start your stun windows with Nicole. I heavily recommend to do that. Okay. Oh, I'm the wrong character. Actually, Chingy did do pretty well there. Ow. Yeah, but that's a clear, even with this sloppiness at the end, 45k. Anyway, here we go again with a 4 boss stage. So we're gonna actually build the teams here. Where can I build them? Okay, there we go. The button's so weird to find. So Miyabi obviously here. This is the damage one, right? I do want to see. Yeah, so the optional is always the free one where you just don't take damage. You don't need to be fast in it, from what I've seen. So for this, we'll think about that last. Harumasa could take care of this, but I will say this boss is really difficult for Harumasa, but it is not that difficult for Shinji, so we'll see. Here we're gonna go with the counter to this boss, which is Jane Doe, and this doesn't really matter too much. I think we're just gonna Nekomata it for the win, because, my Nekomata's busted. Yeah, let's go. Oh, never mind, I didn't take the buffs. Let me get... What is the button? I'm losing my mind here. What is the button to join that menu? Like, it's like right there. You have to click a character, not the actual battle thing, so that makes sense. Anomaly build up, electric and ice damage, dodge counter damage. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, seems to be about done here with Nekomata. Again, no timers, so nothing to worry about either way. But yeah, I did get hit once actually, and you can see my Nekomata took like 20% of her health, so yeah, it's not a one-shot. So I really don't know why the optionals are there. They seem very easy, but yeah, let's move on. There we go, there's that. Let's move on to the... No, this is the Jane Doe one. This is not the last one yet. Yeah, that was I actually forgot to commentate because I killed them so fast. If the last boss is the Miasma Priest or something like that, I am cooked though, because I haven't built Lucia yet. I do have resin though, so I could do it. Resin as in battery charge. I just use Genshin terms for every single gacha game. And we did not get a charge attack from Miyabi there, but that is an easy, way over 40k clear there with Mia Ball. I got I should show the builds at the end, but I have so many characters, it's gonna take so long. God damn, 5 teams! That's so many. And there's the Miasma. Like, look, this is my Ishuan team. This is my Ishuan team. Sorry, I had a little bit of a stroke, so I had to get that out, but I basically look at this. And there's 5 teams. Yeah, there's 5 teams here. This is terrible. I don't have Lucia built. So, yeah, obviously for optional, since it isn't timed, I can kind of do whatever. Doesn't really matter. But for these I do need to actually put good teams here, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna go here with Harumasa. I think that actually is better for Yanagi, and this could be done with something else, I think. There's no good buff here, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, this is the non-timed one. So, yeah, we'll see you at the clear. And that's game. There we go. I really like that fight. I like that they actually... Like, that feels like it's made for Caesar King, and I think that's awesome, since Caesar King is not used in LDSR Lordship defense. But let's see with the first timed one here. We're gonna probably take this, probably. The Aftershocks, I do have Orpheus, so it'll be good. There we go. This should be it, right? Yeah, there we go. There is Jane Doe clearing this one, and now we go into the final one, I think. Right? No, we still have one. I guess there is 5. So from what I'm seeing, this endgame requires lots of teams, but doesn't actually require strong characters. But I assume that will change over time, but I do think this is fine for the first iteration, where it's obviously pretty easy. But it has the potential to be super hard. Because, for example, like a Deadly Assault Miasma Priest with this team gives me like 25k score. Like, it's not good. It's not good at all. Partly because I have bad build for each one, I think. But, you know, we don't talk about that. This end is just me farming points. $80k maybe, 80k maybe, 80. No, we didn't get it. God damn, that's a wipeout. What? But let's go to the last node, I think it is. Node, that sounds right. It's close to her. So I've basically become a cultist by my violent choices. That's pretty cool. Let's do the last node. So we fight the Defiler, which is very, very easy with Nekomata. Assuming this isn't super hard variant. Jane Doe, again, we can think about later. So, for that, I'm gonna actually go with my Ishuan team. For this, I should also go with my Ishuan team, but I actually wonder which one is. So I don't know what this thing is. I don't know what the Frenzy Maniac is. I know what the Thrashin is. Why is it all Ether Weak? Whatever, we can use Evelyn for this. Give you Asher Yao. Gonna give you... we'll do the lighter Magus team. I actually don't know what I'm gonna run here. Never mind, I'm just gonna run Miyabi. Anyway, let's start with the obvious clear here. With Jane Doe. Oh, I got hit hard there. Did you see that? Seth took like half. Well, I mean, she took half my set's health. Goodbye, though. Look at that set wipeout here. Nice. Yeah, so these are new enemies. These are completely new enemies that I haven't faced before, but each one seems to be making very quick work of them. I think because each one, and probably Rupture Agents counter these guys. Which is alright, because they are giving a free Rupture Agent, which is Manato, who is apparently really good, so I'm gonna build him for sure. Even though I have each one, and I will likely get Itari, maybe. I think Itari would be cool. I don't know about Banyu though, because Banyu is a Fire Rupture. I mean, he was leaked on... I mean, not leaked. Literally shown on Twitter by the official account, so yeah. As being Rupture, Fire. Like Manato. So yeah. This team is absolutely obliterating this. I wonder if this guy, like the twins, has like an attack when the friend is dead. We'll see about that one. Yep, seems to get really mad at that for sure. But it won't matter. Goodbye. Come on. That's not a kill yet. That's sad. There we go. There is that. Still on the easy side, so probably not much HP scaling for the last node here to be harder. As you could have guessed, Miyabi clears very comfortably. I mean, no issues here. Goodbye. Let's move on to the second last fight of the entire endgame. I actually do want to check how often the endgame resets. Well, very much not as often as Deadly Assault and Chiu. Let's take... Jeez. Next we'll do that. Wow, okay. So we actually have a loss here, and at a pretty random one. Okay, I may have may or may not have found the issue here. I was using this on my girl Caesar, so I actually had the wrong weapon on lighter. Let me just check that everything else is alright. Should be though, I don't think there should be any problems. Where's Evelyn? There. Yeah, so we'll go back into it with the actual weapon now changed. Lighter, kill him, lighter. Thank you. Okay, at least lighter was the one to finish it, because I've been having so much trouble with lighter trying to fight this thing. He's so annoying to play, but there it is. There's that clear, and yeah, now we're gonna start the final fight. So I think here we're just gonna go with this one, which gives me damage. But that's not perfect at all, is it? Yeah, we'll go with Fire Assault here. There is my S rank, and we finished the end game basically. I do want to obviously finish this boss. Actually we get another ultimate here, so this is a pretty overwhelming clear at the end of the day. Again messed up my X special there. I'm washed. We should be able to get this dash here. Likely an assault here as well before it ends, maybe, perhaps. Thank you. And that is it. That is the new end game mode. Cleared. It needs 5 teams. Jeez. 64,000 score. So the 5th one is optional. Obviously I'm gonna clickbait it to say it is, you know, oh my god, this end game needs 5 teams, but like the optional gave score, so it's not really optional, right? Because you still want it. Still want to use it. Let's see. 400 gems money. 200 gems and chips. Oh, there's ending stuff. Cool. Yeah, I'll do the endings then. Oh, I guess I could do them in other runs. Achieve a high score of 400,000 points. How do I know my score? It says 64k, but it obviously isn't that, because it says... Oh, total score from all of this. That is a ridiculous one. That is ridiculous. That is actually horrible. So it just counts the last one, everything else builds to it with multipliers, I think. I think it's possible for my account. It's just gonna be very hard. Or maybe not. That is a very difficult one though. So it says I'm ranked 36%, that's obviously off people who cleared, and no one probably has really put time into this other than me. But yeah, that is the end game, so let's give my thoughts on it. No. Well, let me skip through this. We'll read through this, but it won't be here. So, thoughts on the end game thus far is that it's very good. I think it is very interesting, and I think the whole concept is great. I think putting deadly assault bosses and also sheer defense feeling stuff, and also stuff where it's just you against the foe without a timer, is really cool to make the final point system as well. I think it is basically inspired by deadly assault and sheer defense to get it done, but it is hard. It is very difficult. I was able to clear it with this, obviously. But every node counts as well, so I probably should have been tryharding all the way back here, because it's a total score, but I will do more runs. But yeah, overall, thoughts very, very positive about it. It is difficult, but it does require you to think about what teams you use, and to get the maximum rewards, it's not too bad. The only stage I had trouble in is 4-3 here with Evelyn. But that is likely because Lighter is ass. I was gonna say something else, but honestly it's just that I hate Lighter so much, and that's probably the reason. It's because I don't know how to play Lighter. But I mean, come on, I hate that guy. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I will leave the builds in the description of the video. So there will be another video which will be all the builds, and it will be an unlisted one. So yeah, looks very good. Probably one of my favorite end games here, which every single one has been really good in Zenless, to be fair. I don't really like cheat defense, to be fair. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Time to build Manato and Lucia. Bye bye.